Have you ever sat down and asked yourself, where did the last 10 years go? It's that feeling you get when time seems to be slipping away, merging into a blur. Remember when you were a kid and time felt infinite? The future seemed distant, as though there was too much of it and you couldn't wait to grow up. Now you look back and wonder how you got to where you are today. A lot of us don't know where the last 5 years of our lives went or if they were even part of our lives. So here's how to stop wasting your life. Things may have changed from the time you were a child until now. New technologies, new ways of living, but one thing never will change: the standard definition of a day, a week, and a year. But how come when we were children, time felt slow, yet as we grow older, time seems to speed up? Now the question is, what changed? The answer is actually quite simple. The pace of time hasn't changed, but your perception of time has. Let me explain. 1 year to a 5-year-old is 20% of their life, whereas that same year to a 40-year-old is only 2.5%, meaning a year for a 40-year-old is going 8 times faster than for a 5-year-old. This has led to the creation of what is known as the time perception theory. In short, time isn't a purely objective experience. How we experience time depends on how our brain perceives it. There's no one set pace of time. For example, when you watch TikTok, time seems to zoom by, but when you sit and work on your business, time feels like it's not moving. Why? Because your brain is feeling very differently while completing these two tasks, so it perceives time differently. Now, to state a harsh truth, you don't have much time. We all have a finite amount of time on this earth. Sad but true. And it seems that as you grow older, time goes by faster. Responsibilities like school, a job, and family don't make it easier either. So, do you want the solution? Drop the phone and the remote and start living. The speed of time increases in direct proportion to the amount of stimulation your brain receives in that time. In our generation, we have so many distractions that steal our time but don't add value to our lives. Life is meant to be experienced. So start that business, ask that girl out, go to that country you've always dreamed of. You can't keep living your life watching others live theirs. Go and do something meaningful with your life, rather than sitting down and giving your brain unearned dopamine from watching 16 episodes of a series or scrolling through 60 reels. Time hasn't changed. Your perception of time has. The reason you feel like your life isn't going anywhere is that you keep filling your time with activities that eat away at it and shorten your perception of it, but don't add value to your life. You need to be doing things that give you value for the time you put in. Get leverage for your time. Everyone seems to know the lives of celebrities, but they don't know where their last 5 years went. Your life has been consumed by media, and you're continuously living a mediocre life, just being an average Joe. If you want that to change, you need to change how you use your time. To change your perception of time, you need to stop wasting it. You never want to be that person who sits years from now and wonders where their life went. Instead of doing things that consume your time but give you no output, invest it in learning, then invest time in actually doing. You're giving your time to media companies that thrive off you. So go out and actually start building a fulfilling life. Every once in a while, ask yourself whether an activity is a good use of your time, whether it adds value and betterment to your life. Everything has been made into a transaction. Some people are richer than others, but the one currency everyone has the same amount of is hours. So, with every activity you give time to, you're making a transaction. So, what are you giving your time to? Stop wasting your life, because your life is the sum of the time you've spent on Earth. Learn to focus, learn to partake in meaningful activities, and don't live the same old day as everyone else. If you continue down the path that you are taking, wasting time like everyone else, you will end up mediocre. And the hard truth is, being mediocre should scare you. Because the average person studies what they hate, has a body they hate, works a job they hate, and because of this, they end up hating their life. This video isn't meant to make you paranoid, but it is meant to make you aware of how you spend your time. Your life is the result of what you spend your time doing. So, the simplest way to stop wasting your life is to stop wasting your time. We all have 24 hours. It's not that it's not enough, it's just you are not using them wisely. Once you start using your time wisely, you will see you have enough time to do what you want and create a life of meaning. So stop wasting your life and make the next 5 years worth remembering.